Welcome back, everybody. I am Vince from Let's Talk Paintball, here by Mike Jeffries, Paintball Mastermind, and overall, just great guy in general, right? Here with an amazing set, Pbfit versus TCP Machine and Killers versus Ruthless. So off the breakout right now, Pbfit doing a phenomenal job there, doubling up that can, which we have not seen so far. Heavy guns, though.
Yeah, Pbfit's greatest strength is their off-the-break shooting, so I'm not surprised to see them hold up two players to try to get a kill off the break. However, TCP Machine didn't send anyone wide, so it's 5-on-5. Paintball Fit and the Snakeside Aztec, he's going to look to make his way in at some point. TCP Machine, though, is in both those towers crossed, which prevents movement on both sides of the field. TCP trying to make it out to the Aztec, but he gets shot. That's great zone control by Pbfit. That's what we expect out of them.
Yeah, it's AJ Lawhead taking the walk there. So both teams stacked with former pro talent as well. So expect this match especially to be quite a barn burner, as we have Pbfit, who's the former AC Dallas players from last year, trying to earn their pro spot back, and TCP Machine riddled with pros from Terry My Gun Outlaws, Chicago Aftermath, and AJ Lawhead from Chicago Aftershock.
TCP Machine tying things up, killing a player out of the Snakeside Aztec, which is immediately filled by Pbfit. So it's 4-on-4. Pbfit now getting into the Dorito side. TCP Machine matching on the Snake side into the Aztec. So those guys will battle heads up for Snake side dominance. TCP Machine getting into the Dorito side wedge. He's going to shoot inside. And now Chavez launching on the Dorito side for Fit.
It's Scott Stewart in that wedge right now. So Pbfit's going to be in the gray, black, and red jerseys. TCP Machine is going to be in the primarily red and black jerseys. Now, TCP has 27 on the back of all their jerseys, so we'll try our best to call out their names. But Pbfit here is doing a great job trying to hold off that. So TCP does have 4 players so far. They are coming up the middle as they get into Snake. Oh, running ref's coming in to check that pod pack real quick.
And he's hit, and that's what Pbfit does better than anyone in this division, is holding their lanes and waiting for you to make the mistake. So now they have the advantage. They're up 4-on-3. Actually, it's a 3-on-3, but Pbfit just came through the center. He might have shot the TCP Machine guy. I think it's just these 2 towers for TCP Machine.
Yeah, looks like Chavez taking the walk.
Peeled off.
Ooh, a little bit of stare down happening right now as they gave, looks like Ghana. No, it's not. That's not Ghana. But yeah, a little stare down there as he does get a little couple extra to the back of the head there. So Pbfit letting them have it a little bit. TCP can't be happy about that.
I mean, TCP threw away 2 bodies trying to get to that Snakeside Aztec, playing exactly into Paintball Fit's game. Paintball Fit wants to shoot people off the break and have more coordinated zone control and wait for you to make mistakes. They play great team paintball. They drill probably more than anyone in the division, so they're all great gun battlers. And that's the kind of point they win those 5-on-5 points. You know, that's why they're the #1 seed out here.
Absolutely.
They do the small things right all tournament long.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what all the teams need to focus on out here. So if you missed it the last set, Carolina Crisis versus PMOB. PMOB takes it 4-3. Also, the other teams in that set are Chicago Distortion versus Jesters. Chicago Distortion took the last second win there, 4-3 as well. So on the field now, we have Ruthless Factory in the white and kind of camo jerseys, Ruthless on the front, and the Killers in their traditional gray and gold jerseys. So kind of big story here for Ruthless is they do have Hank Stumpf, pro player from the Ironman, is guesting for them for this event. So we should see great things out of them. He's wearing an Ironman jersey.
Easy to identify that way. Killers, one of the top up-and-coming teams in the division. They're running out to the Snake corner off the break in the Dorito 1, but Ruthless Factory is into the Snake 2 and now crawling into the 50 Snake.
Yeah, Ruthless Factory for me is going to be one of the teams that potentially ruins someone's day.
They're in the 50 Snake, and he's wheeling and dealing. That's Trevor Regan, former Aftershock player, so pro experience coming out here trying to eat.
Yeah,
but now Killers matching into Snake 1.
He's making it look easy out here, too.
And the Killers have the Dorito side tower protecting their Snake player, so Trevor Regan can't run down and get snapped out down the wire by the Killers player. That was really nice snap shooting. You do your drills, kids. Now into the 50 Snake, and the Killers are in control, up 5-on-3 against Ruthless Factory.
So traditionally, Hosky usually plays the Snake here, but I don't think that's Hosky.
I think that's Seabass. I think that's Seabass Lopez killing another fill. Now getting the cross field kill.
Wow, Seabass is just going to feast out here.
Seabass going to get this last Dorito player. That's a 4-pack.
Oh, 4-pack attack for Seabass all day long.
Wow. Seabass with a great fill into the snake. Kills Trevor Regan down the wire and then crawls up and gets 3 easy kills. Love seeing Seabass getting the first spin for the Killers as the snake side won. Former Hurricanes player and a great kid, a sweetheart.
Yeah, it's going to be number 8 for the Killers. It's going to be Seabass.
Lopez is his last name.
Doing a phenomenal job here. So TCP Machine coming back on the field. Got to feel a little dejected about that first point. Pbfit really put it on them. And then on top of that, too, kind of demoralized them a little bit, overshooting them as they were walking out.
Yeah, you could be demoralized or you can be motivated by that. You know, some people don't mind getting shot and it kind of fires them up. So overshooting is a double-edged sword. Sometimes you think you're getting in their head and actually you're giving them the X factor they need to put it back on you.
So looks like we got... I think that is both Lukow brothers. That might be Latham. Latham, Mike Diaz. Looks like Chavez coming out there.
This is a great field for Chavez on the Dorito side. Absolutely. Gun battle and make small bumps.
He played out of his mind as well in California.
Running deep for Paintball Fit to the snake off the break. TCP staying short and losing a body. Paintball Fit with 4 bodies in the backfield, rolling their guns while they're also crawling into the 50 snake. Another body coming off for TCP Machine. No deep runs, I don't think, for TCP Machine, and just getting worked right now by Paintball Fit, who's about to blow up the snake side tower. Just the snake side can left for TCP Machine.
So it looks like Johnny Lukow here in the... that looks like Brody. I think that might be Brody wearing Johnny Lukow's jerseys. Number 22 here. That's what I love, too. Airports sometimes. Get your gear.
Yep. Paintball Fit, really dominant point right there. I think they shot people at the back spots at that one. I think they shot shooters and got kills, which is like, it's a scary thing when you're getting killed off your back line off the break.
So Brody is number 22. I thought Johnny was 22. So that was Brody getting the start here in this snake over there doing work getting that 50 snake right away. So David Brody Lukow, number 22, looking fast getting into that snake. So good job by him.
Big high flying dive there too.
Let's see.
Another Killers walking out against Ruthless Factory. Seabass getting another spin out there. We got a 1776 jersey. Real Patriot out there.
That's a shoulder-to-shoulder number on that one.
Yeah.
Usually in paintball, we see numbers like 10 or 5 or maybe the occasional, 916, but 1776 shoulder-to-shoulder, good for that guy.
That guy is definitely not mourning the death of Queen Elizabeth today, if I had to guess.
So,
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Queen. Yeah, R.I.P. Queen Elizabeth there. A little world news. So 13 minutes, 53 seconds left in this match. 50 seconds before we get started here. Again, great match so far. We have Ruthless versus the Killers. So look for Ruthless to have some strong push there, strong aggression. Doesn't look like Hank Stump's going to be out for this one.
Someone else, though, rocking the high socks like Hank Stump. So it looks like there's a little style mimesis happening over there.
Looks like Tevin is going to get the start over on the Dorito side as well. So pushing hard and fast to see if he can make it in there.
Snake off the break. Gets shot. Killers 5 up, and they're in the snake side Aztec.
I believe Tevin Mason make it into the Dorito. He's looking down. Great job by the squad so far.
Ruthless into the Dorito side wedge looking snake way, but Killers have the Dorito side brick, and now he's coming onto the Ruthless side of the field. I don't know if he shot that wedge. I don't think he did.
Don't think he did.
But the Killers get into the snake, and now he's crawling all the way into the 50 snake. He has no one on his wire, so has dominance. Things got chaotic there. The Dorito side can is definitely alive for Ruthless. Killers now coming onto the Ruthless side of the snake. A Ruthless player launching, and he trades with the Killers player who peels off the last. Great point by Seabass again, taking the opportunity to get in the snake when it presented itself and going down, getting a couple easy kills.
Wow. So Ruthless player coming off right now, trying to see who it is, shaking his head. He got, looks like 2 kills running down the Dorito side. So it was kind of looking like Killer's going to take that one, but then trying to see who this number is on this player here. Did a great job.
Yeah, trying to swing it, making the desperation run in a 2-on-3 situation. He's far up the field. He just launches, trying to catch the Killer sleeping. Killers do their job and are able to trade out with him and close out the point to go up 2-0.
That was Derek Subi. Coming down the Dorito side, getting those 2 big kills up the back, but unfortunately didn't realize that all of his guys behind him had died.
This is a massive point for TCP Machine now against Pbfit. If you go down 3-0 against Pbfit, I think there's a good chance you're getting 5-0'd.
Yeah. You got to be careful. So TCP Machine not had the season they wanted. Kind of sitting lower middle of the pack right now. Tons of talent on that team, though. So great breakout from them. As AJ Lawhead goes all the way into the snake here.
Makes it. They test the Pbfit guns, and it works out for them. They fill into the snake side tower for support for their snake player, or actually he's shooting the Dorito way.
So Chavez, first one to drop for Pbfit.
AJ Lawhead into the 50 snake. He kills the brick.
Oh,
no! Wow, that is such good paintball by Paintball Fit. Oh, no, they do trade, but still great paintball. The Paintball Fit wedge player trades with the 50 snake.
Yeah, good job by Mike Diaz to take out AJ Lawhead. They do trade, but it's a huge weapon they take off the field right away.
And you're playing with a lead. So now TCP is stuck in the Dorito 1, the snake side can, and the snake side tower with no real offense for him. Paintball Fit,
they're trying right now. So we got...
That's all of TCP's remaining players on the screen right there. Down 2 points. They have to try to generate some offense, but right now their posture isn't showing it. They do fill into the Dorito too, and now the snake side can. So TCP trying to get wide to generate something, but they lose their Dorito side player. So just these 2 TCP players on your screen remaining in the snake side corner and the snake side tower.
I want to say that's James Link in the corner here.
Pbfit filling out to the snake side corner. So now contesting TCP down the wire. They're gun battling each other. Paintball Fit, notice they have a lead and they're in no hurry. Lukau, Colt in the big Dorito. He's just going to roll his gun and make life difficult for TCP Machine.
Yeah, Ganowicz trying real hard right now to get across field. Oh, but does he make it alive?
Tries to get into the Aztec. He's asking for a check. The other TCP player filled out to the Dorito side. I think he's in the Dorito 3 for TCP Machine.
So that's either Richard Adema or that's James Link here in the tower, the small Aztec on the snake side, trying to hold off this push.
God bless you for figuring out their names when they're all wearing the same number.
And I believe Ganowicz over on the or Melking over on the Dorito side.
In the Dorito 3.
I want to say it's Ganowicz because he has that sweet mullet. But
Paintball Fit in the snake side corner. He's in no hurry to go anywhere. He knows they're up 2. They're burning some time off the clock here.
Yeah, Trent Mason here in the corner.
It's a 2-on-2. It's Colt on the Dorito side in the snake corner for Paintball Fit. TCP definitely has 2. They're in this big Dorito 3 looking inside on your screen right now, and also the snake side Aztec.
Yeah, Colt Lukau, not a guy that I want to one-on-one against. He is phenomenal. His gun skills are amazing.
And they're not going to run into a death right here. They're going to figure out where these last 2 TCP Machine players are.
So Trent Mason making a move up here into Snake.
No one knows he's there. He's got the Aztec in front of him in the Dorito 3.
Oh, he moved out. They don't know.
Great
wow.
fill out by the TCP player to connect it. It's a one-on-one. It's Colt Lukau on the Dorito side, and this snake player for TCP. Colt streaking down the Dorito side. The TCP player picks him up. This is a very difficult one-on-one situation because you got a lot of big bunkers. Colt puts an incredible shot on the TCP player. That's knowing the field. That was immense field knowledge. He snuck one in at a weird angle. The TCP player was not ready for it. Gets caught in the mask. That's why Colt Lukau is one of the best players in this division.
I mean, the man's an absolute savage.
Yeah, he's a big man. He's got a great shot. He can move, and he communicates as well as anyone out here. And, that was a really slow, methodical 2-on-2 win for Pbfit to go up 3-0, a commanding lead. That's the demoralizing point for TCP.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you're a bigger built player out there and you think you can't move, I'm telling you right now, watch Colt Luke out. He is all over the field on top. Big fella, big gun.
Yeah. It's like offensive linemen in the NFL. Those dudes are fast.
Yeah, a lot faster than people give him credit for, that's for sure. So, all right, here, Killers up by 2 on Ruthless Factory. Ruthless Factory, newer semi-pro team, put together with a group of friends. I don't think right now Hank Stumpf is back on the field again. He's having a little bit of, looks like marker issues. But with that, they're going to go, Ruthless Factory is going to try to get a strong breakout here. But Killers.
Seabass out to the corner off the break. He makes it, but Ruthless gets into the snake and is crawling. That's AJ Lawhead crawling straight into the 50 snake.
Trevor Regan, sorry. And then Seabass built into the snake. So we got a little snake battle here. Seabass crawling in to the snake tube. Shadows are a factor out here right now. Yeah, Regan's got to be careful playing a little over that, sloppy over that top, though. There's 2 players staring at him right now.
Yeah, the Killers have the Dorito side tower and the Doritos and the snake side wedge both looking, and they get the bounce shot off the brick. That's great field knowledge by the Killers, practicing damage the past 2 weekends. High-level field knowledge. 4 players for Ruthless still alive. They're in the Dorito side wedge shooting snake side, but the Killers are already in the 50 snake, so that's trouble. They're in the snake side tower, and now Seabass going on to the Ruthless side of the field.
Yeah, Seabass.
He's looking to eat right here. Seabass on the wrap.
Oh.
Peels off the snake side tower.
Wow.
Stands up. He's going to shoot someone on the Dorito side. And the last Ruthless player, Seabass. Oh, he gets caught. There's the Ruthless Dorito side wedge, but it doesn't matter. Ruthless is going to blow the horn. Another great point by Seabass, who's feasting out here. A little sloppy at the end. Tighten that up. Both these matches 3-0.
Yeah, and this has got to be so. You kind of expect to see this a little bit with Ruthless Factory, brand new semi-pro team. They haven't really been grinding together for too long of a time here, so you expect to see a little bit of this against the Killers. But TCP Machine going down by 3 at Pbfit. That's the larger story here. As like I said, a lot of these TCP Machine guys, former pro experience, and they understand the game. They understand the movement. So,
but I would say the difference is that Paintball Fit plays as a unit, and TCP Machine is playing a little bit more individually out here. And on this field in particular, with these towers and these wedges, with really dominant zone control, teams that play like units are going to succeed. I expect Dynasty to have a great event up in pro, and it's kind of a tailor-made field for Paintball Fit.
Yeah, it looks like we got Mike Diaz, Chavez, Stewart, Latham, and Brody back on the field here. So, big breakout here. As Scott Stewart storms all the way up into the 50-yard line brick on the Dorito side and peels off that first TCP Machine player. So, already 5-on-4.
TCP Machine kind of stuck in the backfield now that they lost their center presence. They're in the back center. Chavez, where's that Stewart up in that Dorito side brick?
You have Stewart number 0 there for Pbfit. Traditionally a snake side player, now on the Doritos.
And he's going to make sure no one comes storming down the Dorito side. Paintball Fit slow playing it on the snake side. They're not in a hurry to risk a body over here, so they're going to roll their guns. They're up bodies, up points in a very dominant situation right here. You can tell by their body language, they're not in a big hurry to do anything. They're rolling their guns from dominant positions and waiting for the mistake. Ref runs in on Paintball Fit. They lose their snake side tower player.
Looks like Brody takes the walk there.
They still got Stewart in that Dorito side brick. Crosses over to the Dorito side 50. Is that Chavez? No, it's Stewart.
That's
and then
Stewart.
I think he kills someone down the wire.
Wow, Stewart just absolutely going to work.
Eating. Stewart going to town right here. This is a really dominant, great point by him. TCP with the desperation to run across the field. That's not going to do anything. Paintball Fit about to go up 4-0. Really not even, besides that long 2-on-2, they've really just been manhandling TCP Machine. And these are big points, right? If you're TCP Machine and now you go down 0-4, you got to find out what kind of team you are, right? Can we put a point together? Can we get a comeback? Or are we going to, bow down to Paintball Fit right here?
That's the question right now. So if you're their coach right now in the pits, what are you telling them to get them motivated? Because they have one more point until they get mercy ruled.
Yeah, I'm basically going to sit someone who's probably one of the key players who's been playing sloppy and bring someone up from the bench and try to give someone an opportunity to be a spark plug. And just looking people in the eye and being like, are you a competitor right now? Because if we have a lot of defeated looks in there, then that's a problem.
Yeah.
So calling people out on attitude is a big thing right now.
Yeah, TCP Machine already heads down, walking off, looking a little dejected.
They look defeated. They're gonna get Mercy World.
And I think this is the big issue the TCP Machine runs into every event. If they go down by a bunch, the fight is gone. So you don't hear them very lively. You don't hear them loud right now in the pits, which that's what I would do. I'd be getting hype right now, trying to get everybody's energy up.
You got to believe. All right, so now we got the killers out here. I think Seabass might be down. Nope, Seabass is out there. Looks like he's going short.
Yeah, they're going to run the brakes off of Seabass. He's doing a phenomenal job.
A little slip into the Dorito side wedge, but he gets in there alive, and that's going to slow up any progress on the Snake side for Ruthless. And then filling out to the Snake side corner for the killers.
Is that Hosky?
I believe that's Hosky, and
he's
got wire dominance and one coming off the Ruthless factory. So it's 5-on-4 for the killers. They got great position in the Snake side tower, holding up any Dorito side progression and also the wedge. Ruthless Factory and the Snake Side Aztec asking for a check off his head. He's going to have trouble getting in there with the Dorito side wedge looking that way. I believe that's 1776 holding down.
And quite the action, quite the crowd that we're growing out here, too. Tons of pros and legends like Billy Wing out here right now, just watching the semi-pro field.
Great little fills by the killers on the Dorito side, getting into the Dorito 2 and filling out right behind him into the Dorito 1, but asking for a check on the Snake side. Holding out his gun like, I don't know.
I didn't do nothing.
The ref is like, you're good, man.
Ref, I'm not shot in the hopper. Look at my knee.
Killers also in the Snake side wedge. Really dominant field control for the killers right here, and Ruthless in a situation where they have to generate some offense and try to get a point on the board. The killers now pressing up into the Dorito 4.
So 10 minutes, 40 seconds left. Plenty of time for Ruthless to try to come back.
But I'm hearing the killers call kill 2, so it's 3-on-5 with Ruthless with the 3. The killers now getting into the 50 Dorito. The Snake Side Aztec player is just shooting inside, hoping for a lucky kill. That's not really going to work out here. Got to figure out a way to generate some offense.
Yeah, this is the difference with a team that plays together, practices together as a unit.
Big pointing. The killers get into the Snake Side brick. The killers, Ruthless player thought he shot him. I think that was Trevor Regan on the Dorito side, but calling shot doesn't work out.
Trying to hit a bounce shot. Oh, looks like a minor penalty is going to be assessed on Ruthless. Unfortunately for them, the penalty on the back player does pull out their best player, Hank Stump. So that's a tough one.
It's not the worst, though. You know, it's a 3-on-5 right there. You're probably going to lose the point. That minor kind of does the coach's job and blows the horn. You know, saves some time. You're going down 0-4. You know, both these matches, it's funny, both sets so far were very mirrored. Had 2 close games in the first set, and now we're looking at 2 blowouts out here. But not a huge surprise with teams as dominant as Paintball Fit and the Killers coming out looking real sharp here at the Windy City Major in the first prelims match.
Yeah, this is definitely, like I said, coming into the day, having that amazing, first match. Unfortunately for this one, a little lopsided for these teams. I mean, especially the situation here as we have coming up in the next set. We have some great matches coming at you. So if you watch these ones, make sure you stick around as we do have Chicago Distortion versus the Newbies, and then Carolina Crisis versus TCP Machine. So, I apologize. Arsenal versus PMob, and then Chicago Distortion versus Newbies. I was like, wait, TCP Machine's playing right now. So, on the breakout here.
You know, TCP Machine is making it snake off the break. I think they're 2 for 2 on that run. They also get into the snake side brick. I love to see this. TCP coming out with a little fire. They make their spots 5 up with players far up the field. Paintball Fit also in the snake. However, I hear a screaming ref yelling hit on a Paintball Fit player.
Yeah, Mike Diaz trying to get into the center. So
the snake player for Fit misses his shot down the wire. So now TCP Machine knows he's there.
You got to be careful. AJ Lawhead, great snapshot, but I think he's going against Scott Stewart right now. I believe it's in the snake. Scott Stewart, no slouch on the snap either.
TCP Machine losing a player out of their Dorito side tower, though, so it's 4-on-4. That's a really tough death. Paintball Fit has to go nowhere right now. They can roll their guns, and it's great that they're in the snake. That's going to slow down offense for TCP Machine, who's in the snake too. They're in the snake side brick.
Yeah, deaths in the backfield right now are what's hurting TCP Machine the most.
I'm not sure where the 4th TCP guy is. I'm not sure what they have on the Dorito side. Chavez making a sneaky move up into the Dorito 2. He trades with the snake side brick. That's a really difficult shot for Chavez to be moving out into the open and put that trade shot on someone who's waiting for you. So at least 2 for TCP. Paintball Fit is in the snake.
Oh, that's Rogers. That's number 31, Rogers for Pbfit. Great tactical retreat by him to avoid the bounce shot they're trying to hit on him. So good field awareness by him. Yeah, and they just need to slow it down right now. That's it.
Paintball Fit's going nowhere. They got Colt in the back center protecting his snake player, and they got the snake 2 looking inside for any streakers. TCP is in a situation where they really can't afford to take all day on this one. But you know what? They're probably thinking about point margin at this point. You know, we don't want to get mercy ruled. If we can get a point up, that's all right.
Yeah, they got to be careful right now, too, because as time's ticking down, I mean, 5 minutes, 24 seconds left to go. They need to score 4 to tie it up.
They're not thinking about tying it up anymore. They're thinking about not getting mercy ruled and losing by 3 or 2 instead of losing by 5.
Gotcha,
They're playing the margin game. You can tell by their body posture, right? If they're trying to win 4 points, you need to be on your horse right now. They're not thinking about that.
So let's just score 1 point or 2 point if we can.
Yeah, keep it close so our margin isn't totally decimated with the first point of the tournament, you know?
Rogers creeping around a little bit. Got to be careful. AJ Lawhead's moving back and forth between Snake 1 and Snake 2. Try to get the drop shot.
Very quiet out here. Lawhead calling across. Yes, it is Snake 2. Colt fills out to the Snake side can to protect his Snake player. Paintball Fit is also in the small Dorito on the wire side. That's the other Stewart. There's 2 Stewarts on
No, there's 1 Stewart. This is Rogers over here.
Oh, gotcha.
Stewart and Rogers have very similar, like, black beanie and the marker. So
Stewart just made a move up the Dorito side. TCP is also in the juice box, so I think they're matched up on the Dorito side. Colt dies out.
Oh, wow.
I can now. AJ Lawhead going down. He's going to bunker him clean. AJ Lawhead closing things out right here. There's 1 Pbfit player left and 2. Oh, wow. Wow, catches Lawhead. Now it's a 1-on-1 on the Dorito side. Streaking down TCP machine. They're going to trade.
Wow.
Was that a trade? Or is TCP alive?
No, I believe it was a trade.
All right, so it's no point then.
Phenomenal job here. So that number 1 from Pbfit catches AJ Lawhead, catches the player streaking down the field at him, and then catches the player running down. So 3 kills there by number 1 from Pbfit. Try to see who that is real quick. He literally just saved that point.
Yeah, so it's a no point. Everyone was dead. That's extremely frustrating if you're a TCP machine where your up bodies had the spots. You're trying to close it slowly. It's a 2-on-1, and you end up trading out with the last guy. Demoralizing. I heard a frustrated groan from Lawhead returning to the pit.
It may be a no point, but right there, that's a win for Pbfit.
Oh, yeah.
They just
100%.
drained a bunch of time down. Essentially right now, I mean, TCP machine, like you said, they have to be in a situation where we just need to score 1 point.
Yeah, we don't want to get mercy ruled, but now they're still on the cusp of that. Another mercy point situation right here with the Killers up 4-0 against Ruthless Factory.
On your screen right now, Killers and their gray, black, and gold jerseys.
And notice the Killers are winning a very different way than Pbfit. They're winning with dominant snake side attack from Seabass and peeling off a lot of bodies by getting in there quickly. Paintball Fit is playing zone control and having success that way. Interesting to see these 2 styles working.
Ooh. Wow, big guns off the break as Hosky just takes a knee off the start box. Oh, and they kill 2. Wow, so big guns worked.
Yeah, and they ran into the wedge or the brick on the Dorito side off the break, running and shooting. So really dominant situation for the Killers, up 5-on-3. They fill out to the snake corner. He's getting checked by the ref. I think he's clean. And now Ruthless losing another player off the snake side. Ruthless staring down a mercy rule defeat right here with their last 2 bodies.
Oh, just shaking their head in frustration right now.
Going into the Dorito side wedge. The Killers do lose a player, but this guy's all alone out here on the, now filling out to the Dorito side juice box.
Yeah, the only hope that Ruthless has right now is that Killers get some penalties and they end up, able of enough bodies to go hang the flag. But yeah, it's just unfortunately looking like Killers are going to sit in their spots. 9 minutes left. They're just going to let Ruthless.
Yeah, with 2 bodies, down bodies and down points, forced to go forward. Really bad situation for Ruthless. But they do get a kill out of the snake side can, but they lose another player. So Ruthless down to their last body. Hosky streaking down, about to blow his face off. and hit the flag for a mercy rule victory for the Killers. They're going to win 5-0. Really dominant performance. They look super strong out here. Really good offense, but also communicating. Killers, a Florida team. They get good practices. They get beat up by damage, but that's what you want. You want to practice people who are better than you, and they're in that situation. So
Killers going to Mercy Rule Ruthless Factory. So that match is over. We do still have Pbfit versus TCP. Pbfit up by 4. If you are watching right now, throw some comments in on the chat. We will be watching the chat all weekend long. Got some Pbfit fans in the house. Pbfit fam. So great job. Love the support, everybody out there. So again, I am Vince from Let's Talk Paintball, here with Mike Jeffries, the former coach of the New England Hurricanes semi-pro team. A lot of those guys are now pro on Ironman. So
that's right. Keith DeVitt, Kyle Nicolau, Trent Nitta, former players of mine, got picked up by the Ironman and looking really good out there. I actually went down to their practice against Aftermath at Camp Pendleton.
Yep, so we are the tag team right now for the Premier Field. And you can watch all weekend long, live and free here on the NXL Premier Field. So share this out to everybody. Appreciate all the love and support. Like, share, comment, follow, subscribe. And we're getting into the breakout here. Pbfit versus TCP Machine. Nice pocket play for Pbfit, but TCP knows they have to push. So they get a player into Snake quickly. And then also storming up the field. They have 3 minutes, 30 seconds left. And just like Mike said, they're just trying not to get mercy ruled right now.
Try not to get mercy ruled. Improve your point margin. Interestingly, Paintball Fit has had no success shooting the Snake off the break, which will be something to look for going forward. The TCP player in the Snake is wrapping, looking to go forward. They have the Dorito side, 2 players there. Now they're getting into 50 Snake TCP. Paintball Fit working some bounce shots. You can tell they know the field really well. And a little showdown here. Ooh, the Dorito side wedge and the 50 Snake are eyeing each other down through a narrow gap. You can see some bounce shots zinging in on that Snake player, demonstrating Paintball Fit's knowledge of the field.
They got to be careful. So when we talk about bounce shots, essentially what those are is you're able to bounce a paintball off these inflated bunkers into different positions. So you'll see a couple different bounce shots coming off as well. So, and you're going to hear different calls. So players have different calls for bunkers. So you're going to hear that as well. So great lanes and zone controls here going on right now for Pbfit to stop that Snake player from any effect whatsoever.
I believe they've lost 2 players, 3 alive. Oof, blowing up. Yeah, you can see some frustration putting it on the Paintball Fit players. I think 2 bodies left alive for Fit. TCP has all the spots.
Yeah, right now, TCP definitely. So it looks like there are 3 bodies up right now.
4 bodies
up.
They have the 50 Snake. They have the Dorito side brick now, the outside small Dorito, and the Snake side Aztec. Paintball Fit is stuck in the Snake side can. I think that might be their last body.
Yeah, I think they killed the Dorito guy. Oh, and they just took him out too. So
TCP looking to run in and score this point. There's a minute 40 probably going to be left on game time when they hit it.
Yeah, they're not hustling that in. I would be hustling this point in right now to try to at least come back by 1 or 2 points.
Yeah, so they get 1. They're down 3. Hopefully score another point or 2.
Now, crazy things have happened before, right? Crazy things have happened. Players have been able to score a ton of quick points, but the likelihood of that happening against Pbfit is probably pretty small. I mean, they are one of the more dominant teams in this division right now, so...
But having the mind for how this tournament is going to progress, if I'm Paintball Fit's coach, I'm very concerned that they're running Snake off the break and we're not shooting that guy. We need to figure out how to shoot that guy. And if I'm TCP Machine, I'm thinking we're 4 for 4 running Snake off the break. We're 100% going Snake off the break again.
Absolutely. So just a reminder to everybody, got this amazing BKI Powerhouse Regulator Award for the most valuable player. So whoever is the most valuable player on the Premier Field, this is a Premier Field exclusive award, fully functioning Powerhouse Reg. Again, I'm Vince Cunningham from Let's Talk Paintball, joined here by Mike Jeffries. You can find us on Instagram. You see there, Mike_Jeffries24, and myself, Vince, at Let's Talk Paintball. So we have content all weekend long here. We're going to have some interviews going on. We're going to have some highlights, hopefully some replays for you. So just trying to make this experience the best possible for all of you out there. And you know what's even great about it?
What?
It's free.
It's free.
It's free for you all weekend long. So thank our sponsors for that. ProSharp Paintball, Planet Eclipse, GI Sports, HK Army, LoneWolfPaintball.com, Die Paintball, Sup Air, and DLX for providing this amazing experience. And also shout out to the production crew and the refs, because without them, this is impossible.
That's right. Shout out Hormesis, Oliver Lang, and Alex Frazier for the Hormesis hat as well.
Yeah, hooked you up with the hat
They
there. That's
did,
awesome,
yeah.
man. So, yeah, we're just we're trying to get better. If you have any recommendations, suggestions on what you'd like to see more, throw them down in the comments. We'll be checking them all weekend long and trying to implement different things. So every event we do gets better and better and better. As we see, it's even better now bringing in Mike Jeffries.
So big point here with TCP down 3. They're playing X-Ball, so they got to hustle up back out onto the field. They're going to run Snake off the break. Let's see if Paintball Fit can shoot them. They cannot. So TCP, they're matched down the wire, though. Paintball Fit has a player in the Snake. I'm not sure TCP knows it.
Yeah, it's AJ Lawhead over the top, just wheeling and dealing right now, trying to make something happen.
Colt in the back center. TCP coming into the Snake side brick.
Wow,
Now they know there's a Snake. They trade, but that's okay. They kill Colt out of the back center in the Snake, and now they're coming into Paintball Fit's wedge.
So this is what we need to see from TCP. We needed to see this the first 10 minutes of the game, not the last minute of the game. TCP machine pushing, hyper aggressive down the field, trying to get this. Oh, what a great shot on. So the center player on TCP machine gets the shot on Chavez.
Just one player left alive for Paintball Fit in the Snake side can. TCP, I hear a gun.
Has a Dorito side player right now.
Yeah, and they shoot the last player for Paintball Fit. So TCP going to run in and score another point. This is critical. I know this game, they're probably not going to win this game. Need 2 points in 30 seconds, which is exceedingly unlikely. But this is massive for TCP in their chances to make Sunday.
And this is the TCP that I am used to seeing, right? Like hyper aggressive, smart play, working as a team, pushing fast. Right? They always seem to come out this slow paced game. So, yeah, I mean, I love to see this. This is great for them to try to come back and get this. Now, crazier things have happened, but we're going to go to a quick commercial break. We will be back in about a minute, so stick around, everybody. Welcome back, everybody, to the Windy City Major for the NXL, the 5th stop NXL season this year outside Chicago, Illinois. I'm Vince from Let's Talk Paintball, joined here by Mike Jeffrey. We are getting into the last couple seconds, 36 seconds left in this match between Pbfit and TCP Machine. TCP coming back, scoring 2 quick points to try to not get mercy ruled, and it seems to be working out. So we are in full X-Ball right now. What that means is since the other game is done, 2 teams will be playing back-to-back. So as you can see here, big move. Oh, and they get the shot on the Snakler Pbfit. Wow. TCP Machine just storming up the field right now.
Paintball Fit is unable to shoot the Snake off the break. AJ Lawhead does get dinked out, and they lose their Snake side brick and a player on the Dorito side, so that's probably going to be the match right here. Paintball Fit does lose another body, so it's 2-on-3 with Paintball Fit in the advantage driver's seat and only 10 seconds left on the clock. Basically, you want no majors here if you're TCP, and this is going to be a 2-point win for Paintball Fit.
Yeah, but you know what the perfect thing about this is, though? Even though, we call it good. Almost, that ref had the major in his hand. So the nice thing about this is even though TCP does take the loss, they do fight back for that points margin. So instead of being a -5, now they are a -2, which is a much better points margin. And when we talk about points margin, what that is you get a plus or minus points depending on how you win or lose a game, right? So points margin is very important because those teams that have a negative points margin or maybe a very small +1 points margin have a chance of not making Sunday. So that's why points margin is so important. Just again, another reminder on terminology real quick. X-ball is 4 teams play in 1 set. If 2 of those teams, if they end up finishing early, the 2 teams that are left go back to back with 2 minutes in between. We call that X-ball. So with that, we're going to go ahead and go to a commercial break coming up in the next set.